Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Asra Batul and I am someone who loves to create paintings because I believe that art is food for my soul. Well, in today's video, I'm going to take you on a deep artistic journey from creating this epic masterpiece by John Martin called Pandemonium to uncover the concept and the story behind it. By the way, this is just the replica of the great artist John Martin, and I really hope I have done justice to this. This is my second painting commission here in Berlin, and to be honest, in the beginning, I got really skeptical if I'll be able to do it or not. But at the same time, I got really excited to take on the challenge of recreating this one of the powerful painting by the great artist John Martin. And by the way, this painting is also displayed in the Louvre Art Museum, Paris, France. The original painting is dark, dramatic, and filled with the symbolic power, exactly the kind of painting that speaks to my soul.
Now let's just imagine a painter who loved telling big stories. That was John Martin, a British artist from 1800s. He did not just painted pretty pictures, but he created an entire world on his canvases. He loved to paint huge, powerful scenes from old stories like the Bible. Think of him as an action movie director, but with a paintbrush. And here is some magic with my paintbrush. Just kidding, I do it all in advance to save some time. Now I'm using this shade to transform it like this well-primed base. So the base is all ready. Now let's just start the painting. And this is the original photo of the painting by John Martin, which I am commissioned to recreate today. The title of this painting is Pandemonium and it's inspired by the biblical and classic literature. Especially for this painting, the artist was really inspired by a poem called The Paradise Lost by a very famous poet of that time called John Milton, which includes the stories like the humanity's fall from grace or the battle between good and evil. It depicts the scene of hell and the destruction. I'm always curious to first understand the concept and the idea behind the painting because it kind of increases the connection with me and the painting more. And after knowing the religious story behind this masterpiece, I'm talking about the original painting, I was imagining the vision of John Martin or maybe how he would have felt while painting this one. This painting is a story in a visual form, and to be honest, to me, it looks like a very powerful scene straight out of a movie. The place here is not real, but it's an imaginary scene from a very old poem called The Paradise Lost. Now, the word pandemonium, which is the title of this painting, is a very special name. It's a Greek word and it means all the demons. So, this is like a big meeting hall or a palace for all the bad guys in the story. So, let's just make it simple. So, in short, the painting shows the disastrous view of the palace of a demon, and it's a world of huge buildings, fiery lights, and a secret meeting of dark figures. And also, the artist was very genius with the light. He would use really dark shadows with a bright, fiery light. And I think this is the technique that makes his painting super dramatic, like a storm is brewing or a volcano is about to erupt. Now, using the bright tones, I'm creating this fiery river outside this building. You can see these glowing orange red stuff flowing all around. That's not water, it's boiling lava. It shows us that this place is dangerous and wild. The light from the lava makes the whole scene feel spooky and dramatic. It's like the land itself is angry and full of power. Burning in this lava are the tiny figures walking around. They might look like humans, but in the story, they are actually demons. They are the bad guys who live in this palace. So the lava is the chaos and the dangerous world, and the figures are dark characters who are meeting to make their plans. The painter John Martin used both of these things to tell a big dramatic story without saying a single word. And now it's time to work on the main character of this painting standing on the rocks. Looks like a scary monster, tall, strong, wearing an armor and holding a spear. as if he's giving a speech to his followers, and in the story, all the other demons have gathered to hear him speak. So, what I have understood out of this painting, that maybe the artist has used these characters as a symbolization of the battle between good and evil. The fire and the glow represents the chaos and the turmoil of this world. It shows that the place is not calm or peaceful, but instead it's full of dangerous, restless energy. And finally, with the story and so many layers, the painting has come to an end. And here is the time to reveal the painting. Now the very last and important step is to coat this painting with the layer of varnish to protect the painting. And here I'm using a very soft brush using Winsor & Newton's varnish, and you can see how beautifully it has added the shine to the painting. It has not only protects the painting but has also helped the colors to pop up a bit more. It was one of the best experience of my artistic career to recreate this painting. It was such a huge painting and I really enjoyed working on that, not just because of its overall composition and the colors and the drama into the painting, but I absolutely love the story behind it. And I personally love the artworks that are thought-provoking or have a deep story behind it, or maybe are transformed by any novel or literature, poetry. I must say that the John Martin was not just an artist, but he was a storyteller with the help of the brushstrokes. Now it's time to say goodbye to the piece of my heart, and here I am packing the painting to finally be delivered to someone who trusted me for this one. And this is finally packed and good to go. And if you also want to get one painting made for yourself or maybe your loved ones, you can contact me through my Instagram, or maybe you can ask me in the comment section below.
By the way, I forgot to tell you that this painting commission was given to me by someone who got a chance to see this original painting by John Martin in an art museum, and he loved it so much that he really wanted one in his house. So he asked me to do it for him, and I hope he really likes it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for my upcoming painting journeys, art history and behind the scene of my creative processes. And also in the comment section below, you can let me know which artwork would you like to see the next. And thanks for watching. See you in the next video.